What's up, guys? I'm a little drunk. I just got back from Le Pub. I haven't seen this video. I just wanted to watch a little woman activity. And Jubilee's a great place to do that, I guess. These women, these women are stupid, man. Alright. This should be funny. Women confess their biggest secrets. On YouTube.
I feel guilty all the time. I feel guilty. And I'm like, man, he should be with someone else. It's just not fair.
Bitch, who asked? I ain't reading all that. Got some ugly ass women. Holy shit. What's up with this Stranger Things synthy sci-fi music?
I'm sleeping with my best friend's ex.
If this is your secret and you'd like to claim it, you can step forward on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Damn, this ugly ass bitch.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have anything else to share to it.
Why do you want to share it?
Because I want to tell her and I just don't know how, so I figured might as well get in a video and show her. Sorry, Haley.
Alright, I'm not gonna pause too much. The synopsis of this shit: don't trust American women, man. Like, I know the passport bro thing sounds so cringe, sounds so gay. Bro, don't trust American women, man. These women are busted. God bless them. I don't hate them. But you think I'm finna marry one? You think I'm finna marry a bitch with purple dreads? You're not Aeon Flux, bitch. You ain't from 2080. Relax. Cyberpunk looking ass.
So my last ex-boyfriend left me
Wait,
for
hold up.
another
What's up with these women coming up to her and shit? If anyone relates to this shit.
boyfriend left me for another girl in my friend group, and then my current boyfriend right now was one of his friends. Talking things out like is the best form of anything.
I helped a loved one with a credit card fraud.
Not with women, bro. Black. Yo, I better see the one black bitch in this group come up with this one. Credit card fraud? You got me fucked up. That ain't a white chick. Okay, tell me this bitch is Latino at least.
So, I was
Got
on
a
Tinder
Pop-Tart.
one day, and I was just scrolling through, and I see this guy.
Zuliana.
Talking in,
I guarantee this bitch is half Latino, if not fully. Look at this bitch. You think this bitch is white? Hell
he
no.
was just kind of joking around. I was like, what do you do for a living? He was like, I rob banks. I was like, cool. Do you need like an assistant?
If you're on Tinder or some shit and a bitch tells you she robs banks, are you gonna say cool and ask her if she needs an assistant? Fuck no. These women want criminals, bro. And, hey, God bless them. Let them date these fraud ass, scam ass niggas, man. We don't want these bitches.
He was like, yeah. And I met up with him, and he was for real. He was like, hey, help me and we'll make like $5K a day, blah, blah, blah. I was like sick with it. I'm trying to quit my job. I hate it there.
I was like, sing with it and she like that, you know what I mean?
He was a meth smoker, and
I bet, and you dated this nigga. See, this ain't like on some, yo, this a crazy story type shit. You know what I'm saying? This represents who this woman is, bro. She dated this nigga.
I was like, cool, you know, do your thing, whatever. And I ended up getting secondhand high off of it. And
That's a lie. That's what we call a lie. You think this bitch never hit the pipe? You think this bitch dated a meth head and never hit it?
I didn't realize I didn't realize that that's what was going on.
Look at her
I was
face,
just
bro.
like, oh, this guy's cool, you know. He's a rapper and he got a Tesla. Oddly enough, the way that I got out of it was he ghosted me, and his name is Donovan. And if you ever see him, tell him I said I better not catch him.
All right, so let me get this straight real quick. because they're all applauding, like, yeah, you go, bad bitch. Hey, go, bad bitch. She dated a meth head who did credit card fraud. And the only reason she's not still dating him is because he ghosted her, bro. And she somehow turned that into, like, this applause.
In the street.
Girl, you go.
You go. But, by the way, they censored the name. You didn't put anyone on blast.
To avoid any girls going through what I went through, I was stupid enough
Yeah,
to do.
most girls do. When if a dude on Tinder or some shit says, hey, I do credit card fraud, I would pray and hope. I mean, knowing modern American women, who knows this is true, but I would pray and fucking hope. They don't need this. Oh, wait, so you're saying I shouldn't date a criminal who smokes meth? Like, dude, bitch, shut up. I fucking hate LA. If you've ever been to LA or lived near there or in LA, this is like the smartest bitch from Los Angeles, man. If you think this bitch is stupid, spend a month in Los Angeles. It's like this, it's like a plague of half or fully Latino women who look just like she does, with piercings in every fucking possible hole, you know? They're dumb as shit. They're constantly stoned. And they say shit like this. I just, like, my true feelings on this woman are, like, fucking, what's that, they put, like, dogs that don't get adopted in the pound into that big crematorium, like that furnace. This bitch needs to be ash. She needs to be charcoal. She needs to be burnt, okay? And by the way, I don't mean that I hate. I'm just saying, like, move on. When I say move on, I mean, like, move on from this life, from this plane of existence. We don't need you here. We're trying to do something good with this place. We're trying to make the earth decent. This bitch would only take away from that.
Do it, you know? It's
Look at this native-ass looking Pop-Tart eater. We got this... if you're fat and you wear pieces like this that go up past your belly button, do you know what we think? We think pumpkin patch. We think, like, bad stereoscopic image. Get out of my eyesight. You can be fat, I don't care, but get out of my eyesight. If I have to see you, I'm the one being...
It's a shame. No one should...
damaged. What just happened?
I don't feel like I'm going to go to heaven when I...
Based, bro! Based. I can't remember what the scripture line is, but it's something like women are good luck getting into heaven or some shit. And by the way, Buddhism, you can't become enlightened if you're a woman, if you're a female. No. God bless them, though. I hope they all get to heaven. But yo, this big. Oh my god.
I'm just nervous. Oh no, I feel like I'm about to start crying.
Look at this gummy ass. Dude, I wouldn't be judging people's looks so badly if I thought that the average woman wasn't a piece of shit. In America. But considering I've fucked a lot of these women, including the fat one. Yeah, I had a period where I had it was bad. And I'm not about that anymore, but trust me, I've heard these bitches' deepest secrets, their inner thoughts, their regrets, and how they see reality. I'm telling you. I fucked through it. These women are fucked, man.
I was in a church for like 4 years. Yeah.
In a Baptist church where we singing and doing the yodeling and shit like
And I
that.
found a family, but it just felt like I was there for people. When I decided to leave, that was like the first thing that reminded me was that once I left the church, I left God. And when I leave God, that means I'm going to hell. And part of me kind of believes them.
Yeah, so Jesus said, what about churches? Nothing. Jesus didn't say, hey, after I die and there's a religion formed around me, go to church. He never said that shit. Like, I fuck with Jesus. I fuck with Christianity. Church is literally for the people, like she was saying. You go to church for a sense of community, to meet good people. The fuck did bitch talking about? You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't deserve a spot in heaven.
First of all, where did this sweat drop come from? Oh, let's trace the line. And this line right here, this neckline, this is like a sweat gutter and a cry gutter. So when her liquids come down here, and also from her mouth, when she's eating, these come here. And the lowest point of tension is right here. So it goes doop, and then it is intercepted by this necklace. It goes down to her, these things. Whatever these things are. I don't know if you can get tits this big without being a land whale. One of the only benefits of fucking a fat is that if you've never buried your face in between tits that can literally encompass your head, you're missing out. But I gotta tell you, fat women always stink. Even if they take a shower right before fucking you, within 10 minutes, the sweat and all that shit, it doesn't start smelling good. And fat women also have the worst asses because there's so much fat in their back and their hips that it like meets the ass in a straight line, if that makes sense. So there's no like round ass cheeks. It's completely like, hopefully that makes sense.
Because I don't do anything to build my place there, if that makes sense. Sorry.
Shut up. Ugly.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry.
We're here with you.
What helped me was thinking and knowing that
Hey, I'm Lupin. What really helped me was like my boyfriend got locked up and shit. I started eating a lot of
what helped me
hot
was
Cheetos.
thinking and knowing that there is something out there. There is a God, there is a heaven, or whatever you want to believe in, but nobody will tell you what it is. But you know, you're not alone.
Thank you.
There is a food laboratory out there that makes food so delicious that you can't stop eating until you look like this.
I'm in love with my best friend, but I don't want to risk losing our friendship.
Yo, nigga, if you friend zone, grow up. I don't know. Like, I get what being in love is like. I get what love is like. Trust me, I get it. It's brutal. But like I was in love recently for the first time in a long time, and the second, I don't mean this to sound too harsh or like strict, because I'm not like that. I'm not like oh, you violate this one rule, you're out. That's not the point. It's more like the vibe, the air of respect, and the second that was violated to the point where I was like, this reflects on your character, like in a negative way, I wasn't hanging around, I was out. Like, I sent her one nice text where it's like, hey, I'll talk to you soon or something, I hope everything's good. And it sucks. Like, you go through heartbreak and shit. I've been through heartbreak 3 times in my life. And every single time you go through it, something in you develops, especially if you don't succumb to it and be like a total crybaby pussy. And, we all feel the same emotions. It's not like it's harder for you than other people. If you don't, become a fucking pill addict or, ruin your life in some way over heartbreak, guess what happens? You develop something in you goes to gear 2. And another on the same topic, after you've had your heart broken, it feels like you kind of have a shield around your heart, per se. I think a very masculine and strong thing to do is to allow yourself to be vulnerable again and allow yourself to be hurt again. I know this is very funny. Sorry, this probably isn't very entertaining. But I think it's strength to know what the pain of heartbreak is like and then not close yourself off from ever having to feel it again, if that makes sense. Sorry for rambling. I don't even know how I got on this, but whoopsie.
Alright, the author has decided not to claim the secret, but if you would like them to know that they're not alone, you may step forward on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
This happened, I had met my friend in 7th grade, and I fell in love with him, and since I was a girl, and she was a girl, I didn't let her know, only to then get outed. My mom found out. My family found out. I remember walking past her and just not talking to her. I forgave her over time, but...
do I have to tell you guys that female-female relationships never work? And if they do, they're extremely transactional. And I mean long-term. They have the highest domestic abuse rate. Look, I'm relatively postmodern. I recognize there's a lot of truths and transcendent goals that we can aspire to within postmodernism. I was going to say transhumanism for some reason. My point is, those are kind of similar things. My point is, I think, being all the way right-wing, all the way red pill, all the way anti-postmodernism, it's not just gay, it's wrong. Same thing with liberalism. There are some things that liberals are right about. I'm not a liberal myself. I'm just saying that the term throwing the baby out the bathwater is kind of applicable to this kind of shit. Recognize that ideologies you disagree with have aspects of truth in them. That's it.
But the funny thing is that she did end up dating another girl in college. So, so that's friendships for me. Yeah.
I've been married for 6 years and I'm still a virgin.
Okay. Whoa. That's a deep one. That's a deep one. Yo. Is it the ugly bitch? I knew it.
Embarrassing. I have been married to my husband for 6 years, and we, I have never had sex. I have a very skewed, view on sex. A lot of sexual abuse.
Oh, I knew it. As soon as she said this shit. So it's her fault. So I was about to say, you married a guy and he didn't try to fuck you. Chances are it was her fault. And if she's so weird about sex, chances are she was sexually abused. I should have said that shit beforehand so I would seem smart and prescient. But I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, if you marry a woman and she doesn't fuck you, see ya. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, a woman or a man, we have needs. That was considered spousal abuse for a long time in this country and around the world. If you didn't have sex with if your husband didn't fuck you as a wife for over a year, you were allowed to divorce him or something like that in America, because that's considered spousal abuse. Do you know what it's like being horny? Imagine being horny for 6 years. Like, Jesus Christ. Woman, move on. Go see a therapist.
I never had a healthy view of sex. I never got the chance. And then,
You want to see smoke tricks?
do a little bit
While this
of
bitch
therapy.
cries?
Because I am a Christian, this whole time, there's this big view of, like, this big lie of, like, you need to save yourself for marriage, you know? And then
How is that a
on your
lie?
wedding night, like, that's it. And then
There's this big
got
lie
married.
that you shouldn't be a whore.
And on my wedding night, like, that didn't happen. And I was, like, so ashamed. And my, like, my family, God bless them, but they, you know, made comments of,
Alright,
like,
move on. Hurry up.
you know, because I want my kid's name to be Gracie. Like, when are we gonna see little Gracie around? Like, and so I have a lot of pressure. And my husband, most amazing dude in the world.
No, he's not. He's a
He's
fag.
been so patient. And
He's a beta.
I feel guilty all the time. I feel guilty. And I'm
Being
like, man,
weak,
he should be.
I hate the number one lesson that I had to learn in this life that blew my fucking mind was that being nice does not equal being good. You know, try to wrap your fucking head around that. Nice and kind dudes, weak dudes generally. You know that guy at the bar or at your school or whatever who's like the nicest guy. That doesn't mean he's a good guy. Nice and good are not the same thing. Here's a good analogy. Californians, let's say you pop your tire on the highway. The Californian will come up to you being, hey dude, man, sorry to see that. And then they'll drive away. Kind and sociable, not good. A New Yorker will see your blown out tire and he'll make fun of you. Be like, what are you, some kind of idiot? Blowing your tire out on the road? Hey, get out of here. But then he'll help you fix it. So not kind, good guy. Get it? So those two things are not the same. So when she says her husband's the most amazing guy because he's weak, and I'm sorry, there's almost no exceptions to this circumstance. If you're married to someone, you don't have sex with them for 6 years, you're weak. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't imagine a circumstance where that's not the case. So it doesn't mean amazing, that means pussy. Okay? We have to stop. There's like a stigma around masculinity that's affected even the red pill segment of the population, where it's like there's nothing more cringe than calling yourself an alpha male, right? Imagine a guy calling himself an alpha male. Cringe, right? And I would agree. But see how that's been stigmatized? We all think that's cringe. That's my point. Masculinity, where was I going with this? My point is that calling yourself intelligent, calling yourself masculine, calling yourself whatever, even if it's true or not, is considered cringe. That's a problem. Okay? And part of that problem is us equating weak, nice men to being good men. The nicest, weakest men I've ever known, who I used to be friends with back in Califagia, when shit really hit the fan, their character shows, their true character. It's never impressive, okay? The nicer a guy is, the less he has your back for a fight, for when shit goes down. Hopefully you guys understand what the fuck I'm saying, because this is real shit. Like, nice and good are not equivalent, okay? Anyways, I'm done with this shit. These bitches are too stupid. I mean, this is like, it's not even that funny. It's just depressing. This video sucks. I'm a horrible YouTuber. I apologize. I'll play a little harp for the one person who watched this piece of shit to the end. Sorry, I'm drunk. Anyway, see you guys. Sorry, bad video.